Hey y'all, what's up? How y'all been out there? Hope, the holidays and all that was good for y'all and whatnot. Um, so I just came on here to let y'all know, look, like I'm talking about this because it's interesting how I was talking to a coworker about this or whatever, right? It's a little bit annoying on my end as a healer. It's like on a spiritual level, a person can sense like, oh man, I need to be around her. I need to be in her space and in her presence. Oh my God. Like, because ain't no way I've known you or of your existence for less than 24 hours. Hell, less than a month. And you are just, you know, clingy. You are just in my face. You are just right there. You are just, you know, having vomit of the mouth because you are highly traumatized. You know, maybe your family members, there was no one safe to talk to. There was nobody who actually listened to you, actually understood things of this nature. But one thing I have to say is, like, me personally, I'm not about to just go up to somebody that I literally just met within 24 hours and start pouring my guts out. Okay? I mean, to me, that just is an indicator that you seek external validation. You lack boundaries. You lack self-love. You lacked self-respect. Because personally, right? There's this it's this coworker or whatever. Like, I've known her. Well, I can't even say that I know her. I know her in a work atmosphere. I've never been to her house. She's never been to mine. None of that. But when people talk to me, I pay attention to what they say. Now, I don't know if you watch Shannon Sharp's podcast or show or whatever, and Cat Williams was on there just speaking a lot of truth, but, I got my Cat Williams, mode on. Like, everybody who has done me wrong, I'm a villain in their story. And that's fine, because in my story, they're a clown. Honk honk. If they had a red nose, okay? They are like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And trust me, you ain't leading a sleigh. Okay? No. But seriously though, like, it's just interesting. The more I pay attention. Like, when you just listen to people talk, you can catch them in lies. What Cat Williams say? Nobody knows why a liar lies. They just lie. Because I could ask a pathological liar or a habitual liar, why do you lie? I ain't lying. But see, it's a mental condition. It's a mental disorder, because in their mind, these lies build a facade. These lies build an image that does not exist. These lies build a character that does not exist except for in their fantasy, in their, imagination. When they look in the mirror, all these lies build their self-esteem, build their self-worth, build their bank account, and all these things that they feel makes them happy. But when they come across a true soul that is truly happy and has less than them, because when you're spiritually rich, you have everything else you need. Nobody goes, it just mind boggles me how people, try to be like, well, I got problems. I think everybody on planet Earth has problems. The animals, the plants, the earth period, the atmosphere. It's not just you as a human being that has problems. Animals have problems too. You think about the stray animals, the stray cats. And I'm going to speak on this because I got stray cats living in my backyard, and I do feed them, because at the end of the day, I believe that when you are kind to God's animals and creatures, you will be blessed. People who are cruel to animals, cruel to God's creatures, That's why you get karma. What you give out is what you get back. If purposely torturing an animal, because the same treatment that a person can give to an animal, that is a similar treatment that you would give a whole nother human being. So it's not even a you problem to anybody out there that's like, man, maybe it's me. No, 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 no. It is a character flaw on their end, 1,000%. Let me tell you how a narcissist works, right? And I'm coming full circle, right? Because I find a lot of things to be interesting. I'm a deep thinker and I just observe. I'm an objective observer. There was once upon a time I used to react to a lot of stuff. There was once upon a time, somebody speak bad or throw dirt on my name. I felt the need to just jump in and want to beat them up and defend myself. But I find that learning about narcissism, don't defend yourself. Don't explain yourself. You are an adult. And if you're not an adult, if you're a teenager, well, guess what? You still have autonomy. You don't have to explain yourself why you chose to go eat a banana. You wanted a fucking banana. It is what it is. Well, why are you eating that? Because it's here and I want to. Like, why do people feel the need to question everything that you do? Like, damn, you don't got a damn life? Well, why'd you decide to take a shit at 2:30 p.m.? Because my colon demanded that I excrete waste. There's no such thing as a poop schedule where you are going to poop at 5 o'clock on the dot every single day. Impossible. Freaking impossible. Now, you can try to hold it if you want to, but I promise you, you're going to end up sharding the hell out of your drawers. Messing up those drawers, messing up them pants, and don't be in public. You're going to be stank. That's nasty. That's nasty in my Cleveland voice. Like, for real. You know what I'm saying? But let me tell you how, narcissistic people are aware of their naughty, unacceptable behavior. Have you ever noticed that when they abuse, it's always behind closed doors, it's always in private, it's always when you're just in the car with them because nobody else is in the car except y'all. Nobody else lives with them except you. No one sees the behind. It's like Wizard of Oz, where the guy was behind the curtain. That is how a narcissist operates. They're big and bad with a big old head and a big old voice, acting like they got all this power and wisdom. Whole time they just an itty bitty little person, midget person, dwarf, of a shell behind a curtain. And then when you discover the little itty bitty, version of them, don't expose me. Don't tell anyone else that the Wizard of Oz is actually just a little old person who's a shell of themselves. Don't do that. Their biggest fear is you exposing them. Their biggest fears are you speaking out and telling the truth. Because, see, the truth will basically just obliterate the lies. Now, anyone who's dumb enough to believe lies about you, they wanted a reason not to like you from jump. Have you ever dealt with a situation where, you and someone didn't get along? Friend, ex-friend, co-worker, ex-co-worker, family member, ex-family, whoever. Lover, ex-lover, whatever. And y'all had a little spat or a disagreement, and then they go throwing mud on your name. You know what I'm saying? And then they start, and this is how you know an individual is very weak. They got to start rallying the troops. Yeah, everybody grab a pitchfork and a torch. And then a crowd is at your house, trying to manhunt for you because you had a disagreement. You told the truth. You said how you feel or what you think. You went against that narcissistic person's, dynamic. You did not play the role they had for you in their imagination. Okay? These people know exactly what they're doing. You want to know how they are aware? Because think about it. When they yell at you, when they curse you out, when they belittle you, when they shame you, when they do all these things, do they do them in public? Probably not. Now, they may every now and then have an episode, but more than likely it's not constant, because at the end of the day, then people will be looking at them like something is wrong with them. You know what I'm saying? Usually, you know, I think and I pick things apart before I actually pick a side, because what looks at face value to be one way is a totally different way. And what do I mean by that? So at face value, I could see a couple, for example, in the store, and whether it be the man or whether it be the woman, they start acting out of character and like outlandish, just going off, right? Now, in my mind, every action has a reaction. Now, what did this other individual say or do to make that person act like that? And then because they have such a calm demeanor, that tells me that the person who's being calm, they are the perpetrator. They are the abuser. The one that's reacting, they have had it. The final straw, the camel that broke, the needle that broke the camel's back, or however the saying goes. They are reacting to abuse. It's called reactionary abuse. They can say certain things, do certain things in a public setting that people, strangers, or even people who know you wouldn't think twice about, wouldn't even notice, wouldn't even know. And because they're able to, just like how dogs can hear a dog whistle when you blow it and they react to it, same thing with a narcissistic person. They can say a certain word, phrase, or thing and make you mad and get under your skin. They can give a certain look. It's a certain body language. I mean, these are subtle things that most people will not catch or are unaware of. So then when that person's going off, it's like, oh my God, they're going off on me for no reason. Oh my God, what did I say? Oh my God, what did I do? They know exactly what they said. They know exactly what they did, because everything they do be calculated. Okay? You want to know how I know calculation is a thing? I'm going to give y'all a prime example. I don't know if y'all know with the Keke Palmer situation, right? Yeah, I liked her on Jackson VP. I liked her when she was on Disney. She's Akilah and the Bee, all that bullshit. But with everything going on in Hollywood being exposed, all the shit that P. Diddy has done, now look at this motherfucker paying the price. All these people that you idolized, you put on a pedestal. Oh, they're wealthy. Oh, this. Why? Because they're on a fucking box? If TV didn't exist, you would never know who this person is. If radio never existed, you wouldn't have never heard of this individual's name. You would have to go back to newspaper days to get word spread around about an incident that took place or that happened. But the internet has made it possible that things can go viral within hours. Hours. And that's what happened with Cat Williams. He went viral for his outstanding integrity and character. His virgin asshole. So, I mean, come on. See, people don't like being exposed. But, honey, we are in the age of Aquarius, where any and all information shall and will be revealed. Just give it time. Just give it time. We're not even in 2024 yet, not until March. So think about this. It's already January. And matter of fact, I'm going to go back to October of 2023. Even then, people were getting exposed. So I'm just saying, it be the main people with skeletons in their closet throwing mud on your name. It be the main people. The skeletons is about to bust the door down. I mean, they got bodies beyond bodies behind them doors. But they up there trying to create smoke and mirrors. And they're up there, trying to be something that they're not. I don't like people who bully. I don't like people who they got to put you down to make themselves feel good. That tells you their character and who they are. So I'm gonna give you a prime example. Going back to Keke Palmer and everything, right? I like her as an entertainer, regardless of her being on her bullshit. Basically, her and her baby daddy, right? She got with this guy, was with him for 2 years, right? And my thing is, you have a pattern of behavior. How does she have a pattern of behavior? Because she wrote a book in 2017. And the words in that book, I don't know who she was dating at that time or whatever, because I don't care about celebrities that much to know who you're dating, married to, oh, you had kids. I mean, if I hear about it, I hear about it. But I don't care to go looking them up. I have my own life to live. And I love my life. I don't need to look into someone else's life and compare myself to them and be like, I wish I was like them. I wish I was this. I wish I was that. No, I don't wish that I was Harvey Weinstein. I don't wish that I was on Epstein Island. I don't wish any of that shit from Hollywood, okay? These men putting on dresses, emasculating men. Then men are out here like, man, y'all should go watch Brandon T. Jackson. Cat Williams spoke the truth. He was like, in Big Mama House Part 2, he was like, I ain't putting on no damn dress. But, Brandon T. Jackson was looking to be put on. So he's like, well, go talk to that person. Maybe he'll put the dress on. The guy did an interview that when he put that dress on for Big Mama House 2, nothing in his life went right. He got a rotten she-devil of a baby mama. Now, I don't know how true that is. I'm just listening to what he had said. But nothing in his life went right. And you know what? Ever since then, I haven't seen him in anything else. He was only in Lottery Ticket and Big Mama's House 2 and Comic View. Outside of that, I haven't seen or heard nothing from Brandon T. Jackson. Nothing. So I believe him when he said on a spiritual level, there is something about doing certain things that can ruin your life. He spoke on, the spiritual aspect of when he put that dress on. For some reason, ever since, everything just went downhill for him. I wonder why. I'm not saying he made a bad decision putting on the dress, but why did Dave Chappelle turn it down? And a whole bunch of money. Why did Cat Williams turn it down? You know what I'm saying? All money ain't good money. And only people who have integrity, morals, values, standards, and they stand behind that, only are those the ones that are truly rich and successful. Because they don't have any regrets, because they stood 10 toes down on what they believe in. They didn't change for nobody. I couldn't imagine being any actor or actress in Hollywood and getting Harvey Weinstein and all this for a damn movie role. And then later down the line, you're 50, 60 years old. I have regrets. I was 20 or 30 years old and they took advantage of me. You were an adult. You allowed, you basically engaged in something consensually that you were uncomfortable with. You agreed to it because you wanted to be famous so bad. You needed a check so bad. Come on now. You think that the rich and powerful won't exploit the vulnerable and the weak and the desperate? Oh yeah, they'll prey on that. This is why you can't be desperate for anything out here. This is what narcissists are good at. They're good at sniffing out, oh, mommy issues, daddy issues, homeless, desperation. Ooh, I get a hint of, whatever it is that they can smell on you. On a spiritual level, right? They are going to use that to their advantage to take advantage of you. They see that you're a people pleaser. You can't be a people pleaser out here. You can't worry about getting validation from external sources. But anyways, back to Keke, right? She played the fuck out her baby daddy. See, at first, when they had when it was the little Usher thing, the Usher incident, the little booty cheeks out on the Usher stage back in June, then, she went all out, like, cause see, this is my thing, right? Everybody on the internet, the sisterhood of devils, right? They all were like, she could wear what she want. Well, any respectable man knows that his girl represents him. And he don't want her out there, titties out, ass out, vagina out. You know what I'm saying? Because imagine how that looks for him, being embarrassed that everybody gets to see what he sees. You know what I'm saying? Oh, she could wear what she want. She could do what she want. She got more money than him. Okay, well, even if she does have more money than him, or she's more famous than him, he ain't broke. He makes like $400,000 to $500,000 a year, so he's not doing too bad for himself, right? But this is my thing. Kiki chose him. She chose to get in a relationship with him for 2 years. She chose to live with him domestically. She chose to even go as far as having his baby. So he's good enough to have a child with. He's good enough for all of that, but now you want to try and down him and shame him. He ain't shit. Fuck you. All this shit on the internet. Because see, think about it. Why did you go to the court of public opinion? Oh, I'm going to hop on the here internet and I could wear what I want. We not married. Well, guess what? Ooh, he got receipts, baby. I heard voice recordings of him secretly recording the conversation between him, Kiki's mama, and Kiki. Both women are unaware that he got these voice receipts. Ooh. You want to go trying to expose him to the world, baby. He got text messages that he leaked between him and his mama that you was putting hands on him, beat him, blacked his eye or some shit like that. And see, this is the crazy part. It's like Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp suffered in silence. He lost the Pirates of the Caribbean movie role. I think that fourth Pirates of the Caribbean movie, because Disney dropped him over the whole Amber Heard case or whatever. And come to find out, Amber Heard, oh man, she got her due dessert. She got kicked out of Aquaman. Good for her. Congratulations, you played yourself. Oh, and he voice recorded you saying, who's gonna believe you, Johnny? Who's gonna believe you over a little old white woman like me? Or however she said it. Y'all, I didn't watch the full case, but I remember when everything was going down, I was like, damn, because men, and I never understood the mindset behind men. Oh, I'm just suffering in silence. Why? Because society said that nobody cares about men. That's not true. There are women in the world who genuinely care about their man, him being happy, him having peace, him being comfortable. If he, gets sick, she's able to work and hold it down instead of, I've heard stories where a man, he was married, paying all the bills, took care of his wife and kids, and he got cancer. And they said that it was terminal, stage 4 or whatever. And so the lady thought that he was going to die. She divorced him. She took the kids and left. The man survived. And he recovered. He went back to work, and however much money he was making, he started making twice as much as he was making. He survived. And guess what happened? The kids are adults. They come back. Hey, Dad, Mom's sick. Mom's dying. He's like, okay, I don't know why you sharing this information with me for. I was dying of cancer, stage 4, and she divorced me, took you away from me, left me for dead. And you got the audacity as my children to come to me and tell me that I have to pay to keep your mother alive? Let the bitch die. Now, I get it from the children's perspective because, kids, they love their mother and their father. So, children, It doesn't matter if they are, depending on the relationship with the mother and the father that the child has, they want both parents to be around. You know what I'm saying? But you got to also see it from that man's point of view. She left him for dead. Now she's in the, see, that's what I'm saying, karma. Because the whole point of marriage vows is till death do us part. But nobody wants to die and then part, okay? You want to still be alive and part ways. And then make things messy, and then the women now are wondering why the men don't really want to get married, or they're cautious because it's like, damn, if I get married, is she gonna bait and switch me? Is she gonna change up? Is she gonna, you know what I'm saying? So I get it. But man, after Kiki, like, people tried to come out and be like, Kiki was abusive. No. I mean, like she's trying to make it seem like he was abusive. If he was abusive, run the video footage of him grabbing you by your neck and throwing you over the couch. You just putting out screenshots, ma'am. You put out pictures and you spent a narrative. That narrative could go any way, because guess what? If he took a video and just screenshotted pictures, what they gonna say? Well, anybody can make a narrative, That's the whole point. Anybody can make a narrative. We're just trying to get down to the bottom of the situation as to what's really going on. This man had leverage to get full custody and take her damn house from her. Kiki had to sit the fuck down. Oh shit, I gotta reevaluate. I'm out here with my ass booty cheeks out, up here, with Usher, and I'm making music videos with Usher. I'm sorry, but if you were truly being abused by this man for 2 years, madame, I don't know about y'all, but particularly in a woman's situation, in an abusive relationship, she is trying to walk the straight and narrow. She wants to make sure she don't say nothing wrong, do nothing wrong. Kiki over there making that music video with Usher, my boyfriend or whatever. I ain't gonna lie, it was a little hip thing, but I'm like, you over there doing all of this. You out there on the stage with your butt out. You doing all these things that, would provoke someone, right? Well, we already know that he ain't put his hands on you, because if he did put his hands on you, you wouldn't be doing all those antics, knowing that you got to go home to this man, knowing that this man has your baby in his care. You wouldn't be trying to put your child in danger. No, you wouldn't, ma'am. No, you wouldn't. So my thing is, I'm not saying she's a narcissist or anything like that, but I'm saying peep game on a bullshit person, a calculated person, a mastermind. Her and her mama was gaslighting. They ganged up and gaslighted this man, or attempted to, and because they could not get their way, they started shaming him. Why is Kiki's mama talking about the man's dick? Ma'am, you not in a sexual relationship with him, so why are you over there attacking his manhood? And on top of that, Kiki, why you, a grown woman in a relationship, sharing sexual details about your relationship with your mama? There are certain things that parents just don't need to know. They don't need to know your sexual relationship with your partner. That's none of their business. You know what I'm saying? This is what I mean by like boundaries, There's no reason for anybody to be, any parent or mother or father-in-law to be making statements. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, she chilled out. All of a sudden from June, she was quiet. All of a sudden, here comes August. Oh, y'all seen out eating lunch on your birthday. You praising him. And she just had this look on her face like, nigga, I'm setting your ass up for the okie doke. And then October dropped and she okie doked his ass. Cause see, he was a little naive. He thinking everything peaches and good, cream. We gon' work it out. And she bombshelled that nigga. She bombshelled his shit. Took the baby, put a restraining order on him, managed to get him kicked out of her house. This is why if a man serves, if y'all gonna go for full custody of the child, don't talk about what you gonna do. Do it. Have all your evidence, all your receipts, all your papers, all your text messages. We're in the age of technology where you can screen record all text messages. You can literally screen record and go down all the text messages between you and said person. You can literally voice record voicemails. You know, we're in the age of technology that it works for your benefit. Okay. So there's no reason why you ain't got your ducks in a row to go handle your business in these courts, you know? But that's an example of being calculated. Her and the mama shaming him, blaming him, gaslighting him, you know, all these things because she's not getting her way with whatever it is. Like, oh, you not going to let me disrespect you? You not going to let me do this or that and the third? So now all of a sudden it's a problem. But according to her book, she was also in a 2-year relationship, and she admitted in her book that she was the abuser, putting her hands on the guy. That's why her and him separated, and then she ended up with this guy. So that to me is a pattern of behavior. I don't care that she has fame. I don't care that she has money. Her character, she has issues. Yes, she does. And with as crazy as her mama sound, you know, crazy begets crazy. You know, that's what they mean when they say the apple don't fall far from the tree. You know, I mean, listening to her mama talk down on him, she was up there sending stray bullets to London Lauren and, you know, Usher, the Mexican community, just random strays people are just catching because she mad. Get the hell up out of here. See, this is why it's important that you keep your emotions under control, because when these people understand that they can manipulate and control your emotions, you are like a puppet on their strings. They can make you tap dance because they know, oh, I can hit this button, I can say this, I can do that, and you'll react and do exactly what I want you to do because I'm able to manipulate you. You know, and I mean, for example, like back to like what I was mentioning, like my coworker and everything. Like I don't really even know you like that, but day one of me having to like train with you, why? And it's always like the 40-something-year-olds that do this. Nobody in my age group does this weird shit. But first thing out her mouth, yeah, I'm divorced, and you know, my ex-husband was abusive, and she's just going on and on and on. Like I'm talking about vomiting up the fucking mouth. Like in my mind, I'm like, shut up. Cause I don't care, you know, because this is my mindset. Wait a minute. This is just one side of the story. So I simply told her, I said, look, I don't believe you until I talk to that man and hear his side of the story. I can't take you at face value. Like, I don't even know you well enough to know that you're trustworthy. So, being that I don't trust you, you know what I'm saying, it's hard for me to really believe you. So, for all I know, you could be the verbally abusive one. You could be emotionally abusing that man, mentally abusing that man, financially abusing. You could be the true abuser. Do you know when I said that, she shut the fuck up instantly? Now, you was doing all that yip, 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 just talking, right? Then all of a sudden, when I let you know where I stand, I don't trust you. That's just half the story. I need to hear the other side to make a complete judgment of the situation as to who abused who and what really went on. Now all of a sudden you, not another word. Well, that told me everything I need to know. She ruined her own marriage. Oh, well, and then you're going on about your 25-year-old son, and just listening to her talk, I'm like, wow, she's one of those single mothers. Because not all like mothers, whether they're single or in a relationship or remarried or in their marriage or whatever, not all mothers are, horrible. But in this woman's particular case, she's one of those bitter chicks. Because my thing is this: why are you telling a whole stranger? Because this is the part that wraps it up for me. Yeah, I don't really talk to people here at the job. Well, if you really don't talk to people at the job, why are you telling me this information? You know what I'm saying? Then it's like you're going on and on about like your 25-year-old son, and he lives with you, and he this and he that. And I'm sorry, but ma'am, your son sounds like a 25-year-old loser. And he's a loser because of you. You're babying this man. He's a man. The fact that he put you on eHarmony, so you say, I didn't even know eHarmony still freaking existed. But the fact that you say that your son wants you to online date, Christian mingle or whatever, he's trying to get rid of you. He doesn't want to hurt his mommy's feelings, but he's trying to live his own life. Then you're volunteering to me that he struggles to talk to women. I wonder why. I wonder why he struggles to talk to women. Is it true that he's struggling to talk to women, or are you running the young ladies off because they're competition? You view them as taking your son husband from you because you've become enmeshed with your son husband on an emotional level that is unhealthy, toxic. You know what I'm saying? All because you kept the father out of his life. It's hard to believe that his father just up and abandoned you, as you say. Now, you claim that you were the breadwinner and all this. Okay, well, this is my thing. If he was abusing your ass, like beating the hell out of you, like you say, like you're a battered woman, right? Then, ma'am, if you are the breadwinner in the relationship, how do you not have the funds to escape? Most people who don't have the funds to escape tolerate it until they're able to. But let's be real. You tolerate, and then she came out and admitted, I tolerated it. I stayed for XYZ. Okay, so basically, I hear that he mistreated you, he abused you, put hands on you, whatever, but you stayed in that situation because there was a gain in that situation. So basically, you're the reason for your own torture. And I get it. She wanted to be like, well, it's complicated. It's not easy. It's not this. Ma'am, going off of the information that you are providing and giving me, you had the means to escape. You had the family support that if your child wasn't old enough to be home alone, someone could babysit. You had the means. Now here you are. Well, I want to date, but then, I should go to therapy. Okay, my question is, why are you not going to therapy? If you truly are making the amount of money you claim you make at this job, then how can you not afford therapy, ma'am? I just got questions. And then when I start asking these questions, she gets real quiet. And she's self-conscious about her weight because, she's 70 pounds or whatever. I mean, I commend her on losing weight. But just because you got to eat lettuce sandwiches, what the hell that got to do with me? I can eat whatever I want. I'm still 130. Ain't changed at all. Then she wants to be like, well, I was depressed and I went through this and I went through that. You sound like a victim, not a victor. A lot of people like myself have been through the same things, if not worse, and we don't look like what we've been through. And then if you sit there and share, oh, well, once upon a time I was homeless, or this happened, or that happened, or this or that or third, they be so shocked. Why are you shocked? Oh, you just thought that because how you met a person, this is how they always were? Life's for everybody. Everybody has problems. How you handle and how you deal with it is 100% up to you. You know what I'm saying? All of God's chosen people out here, all the love, all the support, all the caring and nurturing and empathic ways. The world tried to make us apathetic, to not care. It's a dog-eat-dog world. No, it's not. You do know that the saying dog eat dog is cannibalism. So essentially, you might as well just say it's a human eat human world. You know, like a lot of old sayings don't make no damn sense. When you really break it down, you be like, this don't make no damn sense. Who the hell came up with this and then just been rolling with it? But then I realized how society is. So I'm going to give you an example. There are people who, you know, they were excluded in life, you know what I'm saying? Or they didn't fit in or whatever. And instead of creating a space for themselves where they were comfortable and it didn't matter whether they fit in because they're in their own space of comfortability and people like them gravitated towards them, and then you came and you got your own space for individuals that think like you, feel like you, or got similar stories, backgrounds, or whatever like you. It's a space where all of you can connect and relate. There's no longer any exclusion or loneliness because you're not the only one anymore, right? These types of people, they want to belong to a group so bad that, for example, if there was a group of people outside the mall chanting chants or whatever, right? Do you know how many people would just want to join it because, oh, I feel like a group. I feel like I'm part of the group. And you're chanting this slogan and you don't even know what the slogan means. The slogan, you have no comprehension of the slogan. You have no comprehension of what the movement is about. You just spray painted on the sign and got in there and just started marching because you wanted to feel included. Sometimes, and it's just crazy to watch people be, oh, I want to be included so bad. I mean, it is just crazy. It's crazy how people are up here. I don't know how to define a woman. Well, are you not a woman? You got titties and a pussy. Yes, you're a fucking woman. You have a uterus and ovaries. You probably either went through menopause, but once upon a time in your life, you had a period, a cycle. You are a organic woman that God created. You're not, slapped on tits with a ding dong still between your legs. You know what I'm saying? Like, the world is just that damn crazy. But there's just this thing with society. Well, if you don't agree with me, then that means you hate me. You can disagree and still love the person. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to, like, for example, what is that pastor's name? He's a black guy. I think Peterson or something. I can't remember his name. But he confronts people of the homosexual community. And he'll be like, why are you a homosexual? Do you believe in God? Of course, the homo people will be like, yeah. He'll be like, there's no way you could believe in God and you live the debaucherous life that you live. Yes, I could coochie bump and dick slap and God still loves me. He's like, not my God. That pastor is funny as fuck to me. But I stand behind him because, being gay is not natural. But just because that's my take on life, because and I say that because I've had women want to try to be in a relationship with me. I'm like, I'm not into women. Or they be trying to fish. Just like this coworker, she was kind of fishing at one point. Well, because apparently there's like only a few women or whatever that I work with, and she's like, well, your partner, that I share equipment with and stuff like that. She's like, yeah, just to let you know, she's lesbian. If that woman wanted me to know that she's lesbian, she would come out and say, hey, I like ladies. But the fact that that chick has not said anything like that, it's pointless. I mean, what? You think she's going to get special treatment because she likes ladies? She's not going to get any special treatment from me. She's going to get treated just like everybody else. There's no disrespect, just business. Hi, bye. Keep it pushing. Nothing more, nothing less. But then she, this dang on coworker, she over here, well, okay, I don't know. If you don't talk to nobody, how do you know that this chick is lesbian? Y'all must have been touching tits. Y'all must have been, lick 'em lovers. Y'all did something. Because how do you know this information, but you claim that you don't really talk to nobody? And why are you sharing this information with me? Have you shared this information with the men that we work with? I got a lot of questions that need answers, but once again, met with crickets and silence. Because if somebody wants me to know something about them, they'll tell me. If they themselves have not told me, it's irrelevant, it's not affecting my life, why should I care? Because again, people, it's crazy how if you disagree, they just assume, oh, well, you hate me. I don't hate you. No. How can you hate someone that you don't know? Now, don't get me wrong. There are people who have jealousy and envy within their heart. So they're jealous and envious of people that they don't really know and this and this and that. But see, I have solid boundaries. So when I establish my boundaries and I make it very firm that you won't push. See, people who have no boundaries and they, speak with or come in the presence of a person with boundaries, your boundaries disrupt them. They want to start trying to push the border of your boundaries. They want to start trying to test you and fish and stuff like this. She ain't the first, and then on top of that, the reason why I think she was even saying that is because low-key she trying to see, do I swing that way? Lady, go wax that hair off your upper lip before you sit up here and look my way like I would be interested in you. Like, what the? I'm telling you, these people have lost their damn minds. I mean, if she's gay, then just go be gay. Like, don't be trying to recruit. Don't be trying, she's one of those older women that you want to talk to a woman that's younger than you and you want to try to convince her that men are evil. Just because you ruined your marriage, just because you're divorced, just because you're bitter and lonely, you ain't got no friends, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case may be, come on now. I'm not interested in being friends with a bitter Betty. No, thank you. Don't try to bond with me just because we're both women. So, I don't know what kind of woman you are. I don't know if you got the Jezebel spirit. I don't know if you have a Lilith demon. I don't know what type of demons reside in the vessel that is talking to me right now. So, no, I don't trust you. Time has to prove you're trustworthy. Time has to show how far into my circle you can come. People go from strangers and then they just be like, yeah, we're friends. I had to straight up tell. I said, we're not friends. We're coworkers. Nothing more, nothing less. You can go back to being a stranger real damn quick. Then what happened? She went and dyed her hair, blonde all on the top. So then we're at work and she pulls up next to me or whatever, and she just had to start talking to me, and I could just feel her energy. Like, she just had this look like, yeah, whole time. I know she wants a compliment. She wants me to compliment her so bad. She wants me to say something about her hair so bad. I said, oh, let me go ahead and compliment little Tinka Tink. Hey, Tink Tink, nice hair. Oh, did you get it done? I really don't give a rat's behind that I can see it. I have eyes to see. I don't have to speak on it. But she needed that validation. She needed that external, compliment. It gave her joy that I complimented her. Yeah, girl. Yeah. In my opinion, you were in your 40s. Ain't you a little too old to be dyeing your hair? I mean, that just seems like on some sexy red energy, in my opinion. But whatever. Do you have fun? Live your life. But it's just funny, and then you think because like you live life a certain way, people have to live life that same way. And it's like, you do realize people were raised differently. The Midwest is different from the people down south. America is totally different from people in the UK, Africa. Like, it depends on where you were born, the culture, the environment, as to why people perceive the world in the way that they do. I can't tell someone that they see the world wrong. But it's funny how they're quick to tell me, oh, you seeing the world wrong. You don't have my eyes to see how I see. And with them thick ass telescopes on your face, I think you need to second guess who's really struggling to see Earth. Okay? Like, don't be playing with me. You can get the pimp hand. You can get slapped into yesteryear. Like, all I got to do is tell the truth. And it's going to silence you. Like, this is the time. If you stand with God, you stand 10 toes down where you at, you got to be strong to not give a damn that people dislike you, hate you. They did it to Jesus, did they not? So, you know what I'm saying? But let's be honest, y'all. Most people going to hell. Most people are already in hell, honestly. Look at the state of the world, Look at how people are behaving and acting. Look at how many people are unhappy, unhealed, and damaged. Seems a lot like hell to me. But I am not going to let anybody disrupt my peace, my happiness, or what I got going on. Y'all got to recognize that when you are doing good, people can sense that. They can sense when blessings is about to come your way. So I'm just telling you, just hold out, because March 2024 is the year of prosperity and abundance. And I mean, you are going to see who is who and who is doing what. I mean, it's the year of exposure. And if you've been watching me for a while, you already know I'm good at exposing people. I don't care if you're a coworker, family. If you, like Cat Williams said, if you didn't want to be exposed, you should have treated me better. Better. You should have been a human being. There is no reason on earth why someone should be explaining to someone else that is an adult, that is conscious, that claims to be intelligent, that claims to have a heart and a soul, how to act, how to walk, how to talk. You grown. Ain't nobody got to tell you nothing. But when people do walk out your life, respect it and leave it alone. They don't want to be bothered. If you got to call them unknown, private, no caller ID, breathing on the phone, are you not a stalker? Yes, you are a stalker. Yes, you are sick in the brain. Yes, you are a loser. Loser, loser, loser. Yes, you're a narcissistic, psychopathic, sociopathic, Machiavellian, dark empath. You're an evil doer, which makes you an automatic loser because you're a soldier of Satan. So of course you're a loser. And of course you're going to hate on God's people. Of course God's people are going to be devils. Of course God's people, good is going to be seen as evil. Of course you're going to convince the whole damn population, if possible, that evil is good. Like if y'all ever seen the movie Vampire in Brooklyn, where Eddie Murphy, shapeshift from Dracula or whatever into that fat pastor. He's like, oh, his wig started burning. He's like, oh, we gotta go outside, y'all. And then he up there leading all them people astray with that bullshit sermon. That's the pastors in these churches. Only thing is, they wigs ain't on fire. TD Jakes, y'all heard? He a booty pirate for Diddy. And he never denied it. All he said was, well, we all make mistakes. Bro, do you have a virgin butt or not? Well, I'm not against gay people. Nobody said you had to be. You a whole pastor preaching about God. Okay? The Bible says what it says. And here you are as a man trying to change the Bible, trying to make it seem like, well, I'm trying. That's fine. It's okay for gay people to go to church, but it still doesn't make your lifestyle not an abomination to God. But I'm just saying what the Bible was saying. You know what I'm saying? You can still live your life. People can still, they have the right to tell you, hey, that's not a good lifestyle or what, like you know what I'm saying? You live in a certain lifestyle and a person don't agree with it and you mad that they don't want to be your friend. You're not equally yoked. If they don't agree with gay or tranny lifestyles, then respect the fact that they don't agree with it, but they've never also attacked you or, hated on you or have done heinous acts. Jussie Smollett, aka Juicy, got all that. He went to jail because he hired some people with a noose or some crazy shit because it's a hate crime. They hate gay people. This is what, and I'm not saying all people of the gay community are like this, because I can respect the transgender and gay folks that can speak up and say, leave children alone. Leave children out of our choices. Children don't need to see this and hear this. I respect those. I respect them for calling out the people in their own community on that debaucherous shit. Pedophilic shit is really what it is. Because it ain't no reason why you a grown man wanting to dress like a woman, but you feel the need to be in front of children shaking your man booty, your buns of steel, with your ball sack swinging. Come on now. And then a lot of people are wondering why people are opting out into homeschooling their child, because you don't know what type of debaucherous activities is going on in that schoolhouse. You don't know what type of debauchery is going on in the church house. All these places are satanic. Education system, everything, which is why Babylon is falling. The House of Cards, game over. End game, and they are all going down. Your Lord Satan is going down with his ship, and his loyal minions are going down too. And you know what? You tried to make God's people life hard as hell, but you didn't. We still stuck in there 10 toes down. Period. Didn't sell out. Didn't sell your soul for money. Didn't sell your soul for nothing. That is the most important thing. So many people have sold their souls for a Happy Meal, and the devil gave them half a chicken nugget, no fries, and just a crumbled up juice box. Well, that ain't no Happy Meal, is it? But anyways, I'm just saying, I'm just watching what's going on in the world, and it is just like, wow. It is amazing how the illusions are being revealed. It's amazing how, the facades are breaking down. We live in a fake world with fake people, and it's just being exposed. Either you real or either you fake. Make a choice. Either you, like Cat Williams said, either you with God, either you on God's side. And when I say God, I ain't talking about Satan, because remember, I didn't told y'all, manipulators use God to manipulate, to control. Because think about it. TD Jakes out there, God this and God that. Whole time Diddy in that thing. Diddy in that thing. Balls deep in that thing. Or your throat getting packed with meat. But either way, God does not approve of such lifestyles. And then you over here having a fake ass facade, married. Sir. And he can't. And see, the thing is, I feel like this. Diddy's going down. Everybody's coming out talking about what he did to them and all this stuff. Cassie and what she did. Got his school, got the school he had to take his name off. Even 50 Cent was like, shit, I'll buy Revolt from you off some pennies, because he had to remove himself as CEO. Man, look, I'm telling you. Satan's gatekeepers, soldiers, however you want to refer to them, hit dogs holla. Because if you weren't living these actions and these behaviors, if what people say isn't true, then why are you defending yourself? Because me personally, if somebody hopped on the internet, like let's say on YouTube, my mama made an internet channel and she was talking about me. Well, for one, I would be like, wow, she got her old ass in front of a camera and put herself on the internet. For two, I don't even think I would want to listen to anything she has to say anyway. But let's say somebody on my channel discovered her channel and the connection and all this. And then they're like, yeah, she said this, she said that. Well, that person would get blocked off my channel because you're messy. I don't care about what they do over there. Do it over there. Don't come over here. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, y'all, just know that behind closed doors, people aren't always who they seem to be. They know how to act in public. They know what to do behind closed doors. Behind closed doors, do you think TD Jakes... I think TD Jakes' wife knew that he was gay. I mean, hey, the guy Hugh Jackman, Wolverine, his wife came out and said, oh, I knew he was gay. But then, get this though. As long as you knew he was gay, and it wasn't publicized for the world to know that his trainer was his booty buddy, you know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, now you want to get a divorce? This is telling me that a lot of these celebrity women and men are only divorcing these other people because of the public embarrassment, the public stain on their reputation. They like the lifestyle, the house, the cars, the kids, the this, the that, the third. But it goes against your morals and values. Now all of a sudden you want a divorce. Now all of a sudden you want to go your separate, man, look. People in the world are just hilarious. That's all I got to say. But anyways, peace, y'all. Positive energy always creates elevation. Y'all stay good out there. Just observe. Be objective. Don't take things personally. Be impeccable with your word. You know what I'm saying? Uphold your integrity. Because let me tell you, people are gonna hate on you because they hated on Christ first. And Christ is returning. So, hey, good luck out there.